Hi there, Virgos, and welcome to your shadow reading with me, Priscilla B. So, up first for you, I have this wonderful card here. Okay, we have Reach Out, the Cold Moon, and I also have for you the Storyteller card. Okay, so this was kind of like the inspiration that I got for the picture you seen on the that you clicked on. So yeah, and there's a lot here behind this. The cold moon, reach out. Yeah, there's this sense about you, okay, Virgo, that you want to tell your story. You want to tell your side of the story. You want to tell your version of what your experiences here on earth are like. Okay. So reaching out to other people and, um, figuring things out is a great way to do that, and telling your story and expressing what you're going through. And that's why I find this storyteller card so inspirational. I think it would make for a really amazing, um, pretty much like a gray, I guess it would be, tattoo. I don't know. I'm not a tattoo artist, but it would definitely make a really badass tattoo. Okay. Um, and I really relate to this energy as well, Virgo, because we all have a story to tell. We all have a voice within us that wants to um, express itself. And I feel like your spirit guides are saying to you right now, we're reaching out to you so you can share your story. So it is now time for you to express your true, authentic self. Okay. And what that means for you, Virgos. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so now we have the number three, Sleeping Beauty's dream, and she's in a castle with all these vines and roses all around her, and she's sleeping. Okay, so this just really shows me you are someone who definitely spends a lot of time dreaming of like what things could be, or what things are like, or what your feelings would look like if materialized into you know, you're out of control. Like you don't feel in control, because when you're Sleeping Beauty, she's obviously not in control of what's going on around her, So there's that too. But there's also this strength energy. There's also this Nine of Pentacles energy. So I feel like you already know your value. You already know your worth, even when you are experiencing these sleeping thoughts and dreams. All the vines, all the roses around her, making up her hair in her head. Like, that's your fortress, right? And you want to protect your fortress. You want to protect your castle. And we have here, my home is my castle. You want to feel safe in your home, but someone is trying to make you not feel that way. And we have the morning dew girl. Okay. So there's something about like in your conscious life that is affecting your home feeling safe for you, your castle, your fortress feeling safe for you. Nine of Pentacles and strength show me that even with these, feelings of being out of control of your own environment, of your own home, you still know your value. Even when you're being attacked, even when your fortress is being attacked, you still know your value. You still have your strength and your courage. Okay. You might even have dreams about you, like maybe you have like a fancy purse, like a name brand purse or something like that, like Coach, Marc Jacobs, there's Kate Spade. Okay. These types of like name brands. Okay. Like it's almost like a fashion piece, like a fashion statement saying, I know my value, I know my worth, like what I carry with me is my integrity, is my strength, is my courage. Okay, is my pureness of heart, like a heart like a lion, right? Fierce loyalty. Okay. But something about your waking life is showing me that your waking life is affecting your dream world, because in your waking life you're being attacked for your character and your value, and then in your um dream world, that's sort of projecting into a sort of like almost like a movie like sequence of events where you're the hero and you're or you're sleeping beauty, or you're the princess or something, and you're trying to sort of figure out what is my role in this, what role do I play on this, and I feel like you don't need to prove your worth or your value to anyone, but someone keeps trying to pressure you into proving your value, pressure you into proving your worth, by giving you all these like tests and all of these um, what are they called? Like like they're moving the post or whatever. I don't know what the saying is. I don't know, but I don't really care. But every time you get close to finishing something, they move it. So then it's like you have to try again. You have to try again. The guidepost. It's never steady. It's never consistent. Okay. Yeah, and then we have the Knight of Chalices. So somebody obviously wants to be in your world. Okay, they want to see you physically. They're physically drawn to you, but they're coming at you when you're in a vulnerable place. Like this maiden, she thinks she's probably alone in the water taking a bath or whatever, and then this guy comes along. He just happens to come along and catch her an act of like something vulnerable. Okay, trying to play and toy with her emotions. Like he's like, it's not really like so much pure of heart, you know what I'm saying? It's more of like, oh, I caught you in a vulnerable position, so now I have access to you, sort of. Okay. It's not even really like sort of, it kind of is like that. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's these little like monsters, little devilish demon creatures, up to no good, starting chaos all around you. You're the red mushroom. You're the one growing. You're the one expanding. You're the one with this extensive amount of knowledge and framework. Underneath the surface is a whole network of connections. But these little demons want to toy with your emotions and cause chaos around your feelings, and not so. They try to manipulate it so it's like, oh, we're not coming at you with about your feelings. We're coming at you because we want access to what makes you you, really, your network here. Okay. Yeah, Page of Pentacles and Four of Swords. Okay. So this woman is like, look at this pentacle. Okay. Look at this abundance. Okay. You deserve it. Okay. You've worked hard for it. You've earned your right to this pentacle. Okay. Don't need to doubt yourself on that. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is like, I'm trying to rest. I'm trying to recover after an attack from this, Five of Wands chaotic energy. And I feel like this woman, she's still like on edge. She's still worried that there's going to be another attack. While the Page of Pentacles is like, there's not going to be any more attacks, right? If you focus on the financial stuff or the money matters or the, that aspect there of what's happening here, then of protecting your fortress in that way, the money's there to protect you in your fortress and your castle. That's not going away. Okay, what's going away is this having mental clarity and having that stability and that fortitude to be able to relax and rest. That's the problem. Yeah, Nine of Wands, you have to stand your ground. And the Chariot. Yeah, the Eagle and the Chariot. Okay. You are rare, a rarity, okay? You're one of a kind, okay, Virgo? That's why you feel like you have to stand up for yourself a lot, and you're alone a lot, and you don't have people having your back a lot. This Nine of Wands says otherwise. This Nine of Wands says you actually do have a lot of supporters. You actually do have a lot of people who are listening to you and believing in what you say and what you do and sharing your story. because you're reaching out for support. The spirit world knows that, your dream world knows that, and you should know that too. This is your conscious self being like, I need to be on guard. I need to stand up for myself. I need to gather my supporters. In the light of day, when the sun rises, there's always some attack, right? There's always someone coming at me or gunning for me. Okay? So you have to stand in your power. And then at night, your eagle, okay, this rare, bird, okay, this majestic bird, okay, is saying to you, you know, be free, spread your wings, be wild, be free. Okay, we've got you. We're here to protect you. Your spirit guides are here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so basically, eagles encompass several profound themes. They're seen heavenly messengers and soul guides, symbolizing a direct link to the divine and spiritual alignment, clarity and perspective, freedom and liberation, strength and courage, fearlessness, especially in challenges where you need to embrace bravery. And right now, you need to embrace bravery for sure, because someone has basically like put a negative energy around your castle there, around your sacred space, unfortunately. But fortunately for you, we get some synchronicity and we have another Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is that mystical, magical realm there that's like not everyone can tap into, not everyone can go there, not everyone can know their value and worth, not everyone can ask for their heart's desires, not everyone can say, look, I know my value, I know my worth, now I'm about to manifest some abundance. Not everyone can do that, not everyone will do that. Okay, especially when it's out there for them, because they have past life issues. Okay, your guardian angel's coming in to let you know, like, these people got issues. Okay, bruh? This situation has a bias in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Okay, so your past experience here was dealing with a shapeshifter mimicking a real snake. I have nothing against snakes. I'm all about that Kundalini energy. Okay. Yeah, we also have this star energy, okay? Making a wish and watching it come true, manifesting your wishes and your heart's desires and fulfillment here, okay? And then we have the star energy again, so more synchronicity, okay? So it's really, what's happening here is that you're manifesting a different outcome, okay, than what the outcome used to be. And the outcome used to be, I'll tell you right now, it used to be the Hierophant, okay? It used to be the Knight of Pentacles. It used to be strength. There it is again. Your strength and courage have never left you. It's never left your side, okay? It's always been there with you, okay? I feel like, the Hierophant card, I feel like you've always been into this, like, spiritual insight, the spiritual journey into manifesting, into meditation, into, wanting what your heart truly desires, but more importantly, following your soul path. Okay, and that's why I don't see a whole lot of like lovey-dovey cards here for you. Okay, Virgo, because it's not for you. It's like, yes, you want all the love, you want all the kindness, you want all the generosity, right, that the universe has to offer you. You are offering it to yourself. Knight of Pentacles, you are bringing it in for yourself. Okay, you are manifesting it there for yourself. Okay, you're not, and I have nothing against Kundalini energy, right? That's that, sacral chakra, sexual energy, that sort of chemistry building connection, twin flames leading into soulmates, all that stuff, all that jazz. I was just watching Chicago the other day and I was just thinking, wow, this movie is full of Kundalini energy, But the thing is that this person is trying to use their sacral energy to harm you. They're mimicking a false version and reality of like what they think is okay versus what is actually okay. You know, because when you're in a special connection with someone and you want to be serious with them and you want to be in a committed monogamous relationship, you're not giving your sacral energy away to just anybody, right? And you're not fantasizing about just anybody, right? You are with the person that you want to be and you make an effort to be with them each and every day. So someone here is mimicking a version of, you know, reality when this is what that past life issues is all about, okay? They're they're mimicking uh a type of energy where you're not really getting what you deserve, and they know you're not getting what you deserve. um Moving towards the goal, okay? That's you on your own separate path here, all right, on your own spiritual journey for light versus darkness. Okay. This is what your dreams are trying to tell you. Like, this person is mimicking bad behavior. They're mimicking this sort of negative worldly attitude on life because they're not channeling in strength and courage. Yeah. It's interesting because you have held sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community, being held, like a baby being held here, nurturing, loving. That is what you're doing for yourself right now. Red, forgive. Okay. This person keeps, pressuring you to forgive them, pressuring you to forgive what they've done. Really, you just have to just forgive that you even believed in their bullshit to begin with, right? Um, because I feel like you feel like you were made to be the fool in this situation, and really they're the one acting foolish. Okay, challenge winner. You've already won this challenge. Okay, you're coming out a winner no matter what. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Your romantic partner that's meant for you is coming in for you, but you have to move towards that goal. You have to move towards that. Okay? If you stay stuck with the same person, the tower, okay? This person always tries to bring about destruction, and not in a good way, not in a positive way, like, oh, I'm bringing reality here, truth here. The truth is that they're not a good person. You see how it's like kind of like I don't even know how to describe it. It kind of seems a little bit like, ironic. It seems a little bit like an oxymoron, like, um, but yeah. And then it says on here on the scroll, I can't help that I'm popular. Yeah. This person wants you to like feel a sense of insecurity. They want you to feel a sense of loss. Ace of Cups. They don't want you to have inner peace. They don't want you to have inner happiness. They don't want you to feel spiritually blessed. They want to bring about destruction. So that's not a true love energy. The Rainbow River. Yeah. I feel like your true love is you, Virgo. Like, you are your own true love. You know what your own heart desires, You're like, oh, I am, not having such a great day. And you're like, okay, I want to have a good cry. I want to eat Ben and Jerry's. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. But then, we have some, other version of reality where someone is like, oh, that just makes you look weak, or that makes you look dumb. And it doesn't really. It makes you look like you have courage and strength to realize that you trusted the wrong person. That takes a lot of strength and courage. A lot of people will live in denial about that forever. So here you are sitting pretty, you're on your swing, just soaring through the heavenly skies, right? With rainbows everywhere. And look, we have manifestation. Okay, what you seek is seeking you. You're riding on your broomstick. In both these scenarios, we have a woman just riding through time, having a good old time of her life. Either on the Rainbow River or on her broomstick, either way, she's going to have a good time. So for you, okay, Virgo, it's important that you remember this, that you remember, like, there's no one else in these pictures other than you. You do have in the past your spiritual gurus, your, spirit guides, your mentors that can lead you to higher enlightenment, right? You have that. You have that already. Okay. But you're looking forward to the future where you are comfortable being yourself and you're taking all that knowledge and information you've learned along your journey, and I don't really believe that, like, we should put guilt or blame on ourselves when we fall, into these traps of people that we thought we could love and trust. I don't believe in that. Okay. I feel like that's, guilt shaming, gaslighting. I feel like you should forgive the fact that, like, when you see red, like, when I see red, I mean, like, you get, like, super upset and super angry about a situation, and you, like, just don't know what to do about it, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so mad, and then you say something out of being angry and frustrated, but, like, you're reacting to someone who's just hurt you. So that doesn't make you a bad person. That just makes you human. And this person, I feel like, that made you feel that way isn't treating you like a human. So, yeah, shame on them. Look, the queen. We've got the moon, the ruby, the lotus flower, and the snake. You'll get your Kundalini energy back. You'll get back into the swing of things. You'll get in tune with yourself again and your cycle again, and just feeling empowered again and feeling energized again. It will happen. Okay? You are the queen of making it happen, You're in charge here. This is your castle. This is your domain, and you're reaching out to the universe and saying, what is it I need to do in order to get back to myself? Because I feel like when we enter into relationships, we lose a little bit of ourselves. Not sometimes it's a good thing because there are parts of ourselves that we really shouldn't be, like, being like, but then there are parts of ourselves where we're like, oh my God, I really grew here. I really learned more about who I am. And what you learned about yourself is you have great strength. You have great courage. You have this beautiful star quality. You're not afraid to wish upon a star for dreams to come true here. And you know your value and your worth. And this is a warrior. You're willing. You've already gone to the war. You've already gone to the battlefield. You've already won your pentacle. You've already won your abundance. You've already manifested it. So now it's time to celebrate victory. Four of Wands. Now it's time to rejoice. Now it's time to be happy. Because you're coming home from the battle. And when you've come home from the battle and you've won the war and the battle and all of it, but when you've won and you've claimed your victory here, you want to be surrounded by, your fellow peers, your community, the collective, the beautiful energy of the souls around you that are blessing you on your spiritual journey and your path. They know it's not easy. They know it's difficult. They know it's challenging, but they're here for you anyway. And with that being said, okay, we have the pause is the shift. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you. Pause to reconnect with your power and follow the pool of your destiny. Okay, Virgo, this is your destiny. This is your calling here. I always look at the cards when I'm talking, but I never really look at the camera, okay? But anyways, last but not least, we have transformation and touch the sky. Touch the sky. That's where your castle is. That's what you're protecting. Transformation, breaking those chains of toxicity, watching your spirit guides and that portal open, your bird guides. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. You have a lot of bright, beautiful, wonderful things coming in for you, okay, this year. Virgo. And I know it doesn't feel like it because the people around you right now that aren't your soul family, that aren't your, connection with the spiritual realm and, your shadow self and all of that, they're not, you know, willing to go there with you. They don't want to go there with you. And that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine. They don't need to go there with you. You just go there. You just go there. Because when you go there, your real true support group, your real true supporters, the people who love you and care about you, they're going to be there waiting for your next story. Now, you are the storyteller after all, right? That's how we started this thing. That's how we're going to end it. So reach out, touch lives, share your story, share your wisdom. It doesn't need to make sense to everybody. As long as it makes sense to you, you're fine. So, and that's my message for you, beautiful souls. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. It's always been a dream of mine to share the messages that I receive, and hopefully the insight that I share with you helps. And just be safe out there. It's a crazy world, but we gotta look out for each other. So take care. All right. Love and light always again. Bye.